Come with me, leave all of your things, yeah. We can stop at Gucci, stop at Louis V, yeah. Come with me, fly you out to...
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jamilla, but I go by Mauve, and if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I say that the same way every time because it really means so much to me, y'all. Y'all already know. We hit 2.5K. Y'all already know how I get when I talk about like my subscribers growing and stuff like that, the family growing. Like, I really appreciate y'all. Y'all know I love y'all so much. Thanks for 2.5. On the road to 3. Before you leave this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment because I respond to everybody. I try to respond. Like, if not the day of, y'all definitely got a response by now. But leave me a comment and subscribe to the channel. Join the family. We're on the road to 3K, 4K, 5K. Out of this world, okay? But on to the purpose of this video. So this is my second part, or my part 2 of my VSG pros and cons video. And y'all, let me just give y'all a little background about this video, okay? So the video that I uploaded, audio quality is trash, okay? And I didn't know that until I went back and watched it. Like, I don't even know how it slipped by me when I was editing it. Like, maybe I was just like not focused. Clearly I wasn't focused. Y'all know life just be lifing for me sometimes. I do talk about that from time to time. And I do have an update video coming on, just a life update, because I feel like y'all need it. I need to discuss it, so coming very soon. But I wasn't focused. I didn't hear that the quality was trash, so like I uploaded it anyway. And then when I'm watching it back one day, I'm just like, oh my gosh, Jamilla, it sounds like you're underwater. Like, it literally sounds like I'm underwater because I forgot, ding, 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 my phone got wet. It was sitting on the sink at my sister's house, and dishwater got up on the counter and it just flooded my speaker at the bottom. So my speaker is damaged, and I knew that, but like I forgot maybe. And then when I went to go film the video, I forgot. And then when I'm editing it, I'm not paying attention clearly. So that video is trashed. I'll insert a clip because I actually was going to go on Instagram and take a poll, like, do y'all mind the quality of this audio? I was going to do that, but then time just got away from me, and I was just like, listen, I have to get this video out there. Like, it's already been like 2 weeks. Like, girl, get it together. But I'll insert a clip of it just so y'all can see that I was trying for y'all, okay? I really did try. I'm not saying that I will have to take that lifelong, but like I'm still taking it, you know, every day because I don't even want it to come back. Like, I'm trying to minimize all kinds of just BS, unnecessary stuff happening. So now that I've learned, I'm like, yeah. So in Get Ready With Me fashion, I'm sitting at my vanity about to start my hair. I'm just going to do some light waves today. I'm going to dinner, early dinner. It's like 5 o'clock right now, but I'm just going to an early dinner, and I just want to look a little cute, little put together, you know, look good, little light beat, light scent, you already know. So we're going to be getting into my hair, into my makeup, and also to the fragrance that I'm going to be wearing. And I told y'all before in the video, I really want to make an effort, like, to look better. Not saying I look bad, because I don't, but like I dress for comfort a lot. Like, you'll see me majority of the time in like leggings and a baggy shirt or a baggy sweatshirt or something like that, because I really just, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out my sense of style. Like, I know that it's changed. I know I like different things. Like, my wardrobe has definitely changed. But like, I'm trying to come up with like my sense of style. Like, how I want to look. And like, also how I want to smell. So like, let's get into these scents, okay? So my scent of the night is going to be Floral Violet by Dossier. And this scent, y'all, let me just tell y'all, this is my favorite. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't do that favorites thing very easily, but like, this is it, okay? So Floral Violet is by Dossier. And Dossier is a perfume company that sells inspired luxury fragrances, but at a fraction of the cost. So like, you can smell like luxury, but you ain't gotta pay the luxury penny. You feel me? And Floral Violet is inspired by Daisy by Marc Jacobs. And ask anybody who knows me, my favorite scent is Daisy by Marc Jacobs. So this is like the best quality inspired fragrance that I have smelled that's inspired by Daisy. I won't go anywhere else at this point. Like, if I can't afford Daisy, like, I'm definitely going to get Floral Violet. Like, and the good thing about Dossier is that all of their scents are $39. So you get a good sized bottle, a 1.7 ounce bottle for $39. And the scent is top tier. Like, when I tell you that it's high quality, the quality is there. Like, you don't even have to worry about it not smelling like the inspired fragrance because it smells really, really good. Like, I'm telling you. I also got to try Ambery Saffron, and Ambery Saffron is inspired by Baccarat Rouge 540. And I heard a lot of things about Baccarat on YouTube and all the beauty influencers. Like, they're always talking about Baccarat, Baccarat, Baccarat. And I'm like, let me try it. So when I got it, it's a lot different than what I'm used to. Like, Daisy is my favorite one, and it's like light and florally. I cannot say that word. Ambery Saffron is a little musky. I'm guessing Baccarat is a little muskier, so it's different for me, but it smells really good, and it's like a light, musky, vanilla-y kind of scent, It's not so vanilla, like I can't really describe it. I have to get on point with like my like keynotes and stuff. My top notes, I'm sorry. I have to get on top of those, but like it's something I'll definitely wear. It's something that I'm going to give a shot because it smells really good and they last so long. Like, you don't even have to worry about them fading away over time. Like, you don't have to spray all over your clothes and all over your arms and stuff. Like, the scent is gonna last all day. And Dossier, they're constantly adding new scents. So if you have a luxury fragrance that you wanna try, you know, be on the lookout because an inspired fragrance might be up next. They're always adding something new to the site. So if you wanna try Dossier, I definitely recommend the Floral Violet or the Ambery Saffron because those two are, you know, they're my first two, but they're definitely on my faves list. Like, already I can tell that they're gonna be in rotation. If you want to try Dossier, I'm going to leave a link in the description below, and I'm also going to leave a code, More of Mauve 10, and you can get 10% off your order. They also have a welcome offer that's like 20% off, up to 20% off, and you can use my code to get an additional 10% off your order. So this is definitely the time to try it. Hit the link in the description and get you some, okay? Let me know which ones you try. Come back and let me know which ones you try. If you try either one of these, let me know how you love it. And if you try anything, just let me know because I'm always looking for suggestions, okay? So I'm going to get into doing my hair because that usually takes the longest. It shouldn't take that long right now because I'm only putting like really light curls in my hair. I just wanted to be really wavy and like most of the waves like at the bottom, so like I'm not curling all the way up to like the root of the hair. But I just go in with like some I use the Garnier Fructis. Oh god, I need some more. I use the Garnier Fructis Sleek and Shine. And I put too much on my hair because like it just makes it feel softer, and like when I'm pressing it, it just adds like this really nice shine to it, and it keeps the frizzy stuff out of my hair. Like I don't have a lot of flyaways and stuff, so I just go in with like a little bit of that before I start applying heat to it. So yeah, let's go in with these light waves, shall we? So my first con is going to be the acid reflux. Now, everybody doesn't have acid reflux, and that's a good thing, but like I really suffered bad from acid reflux, and it's not something that I could have avoided, I think, because I guess that's just how my body responded. I'm not even necessarily sure like how it happened, but I know that it's a risk, like it's a complication that some people could experience, so I was some people. And that was something that it got to me, it bothered me. I wasn't really able to progress through like the phases of my diet the way that I really wanted to, or the way that everybody, you know, should be able to at that point. So it kind of got me down. It hurt me physically, you know, like there's a burning sensation in your chest, it's a burning sensation in your stomach, you know, and it's keeping you from eating. So I couldn't eat like I, you know, needed to. So it was really difficult dealing with that. I wish I didn't have to. It's not something that, you know, oh, I wish I'd known because I wouldn't have gotten it, because no, okay? Because no, I still would have gotten it. Yeah, that's definitely the first one. So my second con, I would have to say would be the loose skin. Like the loose skin and like the incision marks, because like I'm going to have them forever. Like if I don't get, and even if I get plastics, you know, like they're far up. So like if I were to get a tummy tuck, like some of them will still be there. You know, I could always cover them up. They're not something, like I said, it's not something that makes me say like, oh, I wish I had known it before, because I wouldn't have gotten it, because I definitely would have. It's just something that I didn't really mentally prepare myself for, like to have certain scars or to like experience so much loose skin, because I knew for a fact that I was gonna have loose skin. Like, you just know if you're a certain size, if you lose a significant amount of weight, like you're going to have loose skin. Like there's no way around it. But I just didn't know that it would affect me in the way that it has. So like I've accepted it, and you know, I've come to, you know, actually love it. It's not comfortable all the time, no, but like it really does mean a lot to me, because it, you know, allows me to look back when I don't even have to like reflect too far. Like, bang, look at the mirror, look what you've done, you know, for yourself. You know, losing 181 pounds is a lot, you know. That's a human being, that's an adult, you know. And you know, it's a reminder for me, but it's also like something that I'm unhappy with. You know, I don't know anybody who's just like totally happy with it, and if they are, then like I admire them and I admire their strength. But like sometimes it does get to me, you know. I want to wear certain things, and I don't want, you know, to have my, you know, boobs looking like they're all shriveled up inside of a top that's supposed to, you know, have a little sleeve in it, you know. Or like I don't want, you know, me to be wearing like a bodycon dress or something, and because my stomach is like folding on one side, it's like it's showing through my clothes, you know. And like it's okay like when I'm in the house, but like, you know, when you go out, you want to be as put together as possible, and you want to look a certain way, feel a certain way, you know. The confidence that you have is everything. So like sometimes it uplifts me, for the most part it does, or it just makes me feel, you know, accomplished, like I've accomplished a lot, and I have. But other times it's like, you know, it's just those little sore spots that we have about ourselves or our bodies that we want to change. And I definitely feel like that's something I'm going to want to change. I just don't know when. Like, it's not something I'm pressed about, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, it's not something that I have to get done today. Like, I'm just so unhappy with it. It's just something that I know down the line, like, I'm going to want to have done. Like, I'm going to want the skin removed. I don't have to have, like, you know, crazy extended tummy tuck with this flanks and all that. Like, I need to have all that. But I definitely want to take care of my stomach and, like, my boobies, because the girls is a little sad. And I want them to look happy. You know, what woman doesn't want their boobs to look happy, you know? And I'm coming from being like extremely heavy chested, so like me not having any projection at all, honey, that's funny to me. It's still funny. I have been at this size, you know, for a good little while now. I'm maintaining it, and I'll probably maintain it for the rest of my life, you know. It's feeling like real, you know, 130, you know. I'm 127 right now. I'm trying to be like 135, 140. That's like my comfortable weight. That's the way I was most comfortable at. Nothing wrong with being in the 120s, but like I said, everybody has their preference. But I am, you know, I'm looking into it. Not right now, but it's definitely gonna happen. So on to my fourth kind, which is kind of like tied into the third one. I have it down as body dysmorphia, but it's kind of separate. Like, it's not the same as not liking my loose skin. Like, body dysmorphia is more of a mental thing. Well, it is a mental thing. It's like how you see yourself, how you feel about your body. Like, you know, you could see one thing in the mirror, but how you see it, you know, in your eyes, or how you feel about it is totally different. And I struggle with that too, because, like I said, I'm not totally happy with the way that my body is now. I didn't know that it was a possibility that I would lose, you know, a lot of weight, and then I would, you know, have these issues or, you know, these insecurities now. But like, it's still something that I would do all over again in the same way. Never ever saying that I wouldn't have done what I've done. But like, sometimes I can look at myself and like see the difference in my body, and like, I'm so grateful for it, because like, I don't have to say that. Like, I feel like every time I go to give that disclaimer, like, oh, I'm so grateful, like, because I never want to seem like, you know, I'm not grateful for the weight that I've lost, because like sometimes talking about like body dysmorphia or not liking my body now or whatever, it could come across as sounding like selfish or like ungrateful to some people, but like, that's not me. Like, and I feel like my people would know that, so like, I don't have to keep saying that disclaimer. But like, I'm grateful, but like, when I look at myself, sometimes it's uncomfortable for me. Like, I don't know myself a lot. And when I say a lot, like, I'm just learning myself. I'm just learning what I like, what I don't like. I'm learning how to look at myself in the mirror and, you know, like, accept what I'm looking at. And that's a little hard. It's a lot harder than I thought it would be. Because I feel like most people, I just went into it thinking, you know, I want to be this small, I want to look like this, I want to be able to wear that, and you know, but like we're never thinking about the mental, you know, transformation that you're going to have to be able to, you know, assess those times and those situations where you're looking in the mirror and you're just like, okay, am I happy? And like sometimes I don't, you know, if I'm asking myself, you know, are you happy like with what you're looking at? Like the answer is not always yes. So that's something I have to work on. I'm not going to say that's, you know, it's a con, yeah, because like, especially when you don't know how to deal with it, yeah, that could be a negative thing. But it's something that I have to, you know, work on. It's something I have to own up to, you know, suffering from or dealing with, and like, it's okay. You know, I don't want to make anybody feel like it's something that's not normal. A lot of people go through this, if not everyone, who's had bariatric surgery or had some kind of extreme weight loss, you know. But it's something that I don't even know if you can prepare yourself for. But if you can, or if you could try to talk to your doctor now about it, just to educate yourself more about what body dysmorphia is and how you can better like combat it or cope with it when, or if you experience it, I feel like I highly suggest you do that because it's important. I really wish that I had done that and paid more attention to, you know, the mental transformation when I was pre-op. So my next con is gonna be the negativity. And like I wanted to make a whole video on this, and I don't even think that it's worth the whole video at this point, because I really wanted to dedicate a lot of time to like the negativity that I receive on social media, but like I'm not going to give them credit, you know. I'm not going to, you know, shed light on them. I will call them out every now and then, like I'm finna do right now. But it's not going to be a whole big thing, because like people are always going to have something to say. We know that. Everybody knows that. People are always going to have something to say about your life, what they think you should be doing, how they think you should be living, and you know, all of that. When they don't have $1 to put in your pocket, you know, they ain't asking to see no invoice for a bill, you know, they're not lending their services in any other way, but just saying how they feel you should live your life. And like, girl, bye. Like, you know, the negativity kind of gets to me sometimes, only because I don't understand people. And I'll say it like this: I am not one to comment on, you know, people's lives and stuff. Like, granted, if I'm on social media and I see, oh, you know, Princess and Ray J are in this kind of situation, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, y'all, are y'all serious? Like, that's just like general, like, get it together, y'all in the spotlight, try to handle your life a little bit differently. That's general. That's never me saying like, you know, oh, Princess, you made a terrible choice in, you know, marrying Ray J and you're a terrible person, and you know, I'm never like tearing anybody down. And like, I'm not a troll, number one. So like, if you see me comment something like that, it's like, and if you see me comment, like, I'm not like a commenting girl in the shade room, or I don't normally do that. Like, I'm a like it kind of girl and I move on. Most of the comments that I do make are like positive ones, or like to people I really look up to or something like that. So I'm not a trolling kind of person. And I barely give my advice or like suggestions to anybody, especially unwarranted. Like, I'm not, if they're not asking me for it, I'm not giving it, you know? But people find it's just so normal for people to jump to like saying negative things about people that they don't even know. Like, you know, my body type is not ideal for everybody, you know, like I don't have to be, you know. It's a great thing that I'm not out here trying to please everybody with how I look, you know. They don't understand that. Like, for some reason they feel like people who have open pages, like weight loss pages or bariatric pages, like they should just take whatever, you know, they have to say and move on because our page is open. But like, girl, my page is open and so is my mouth. Like, what do you mean? I'm going to say how I feel. I'm not going to back down and be like, oh, I'm just going to let this person say X, Y, and Z. Like, no, they are not a part of my family. They're not my people. They clearly don't know me, and they don't know my journey and what I've come from. So like, some of the hate that I receive is just like, girl, what? Like, I have people telling me like, oh my gosh, you look better when you were fat. You know, now you look old. You look like a 90-year-old woman. I had somebody say that. Girl, you look a mess. You should have stayed fat. People always taking it too far. Like, and it's just like, what I always say this, y'all know I always say this, like, can y'all lend me some of your time? Like, can I borrow an hour out of your day? Because, like, they be going in on me. And it's just like, girl, what time do you have to really go and tell somebody that you don't know and will never meet, like, how old they look? Or, like, that, oh, your skin is sagging. Like, you thought I didn't know that, girl? Girl, you thought I didn't see this stomach when I went to go wash up this morning and when I went to put my clothes on and when I tucked it into my damn pants? Did you not think you think I bypassed that? But, like, I just say all that to say, like, it's definitely a con, because you would think that, change my life, I'm doing something positive. You would think that the positivity would flow in, endlessly. But, like, you don't, everybody is not positive. Everybody doesn't want to see people happy. Like, you literally have people making Instagram accounts to troll people, like, to make fun of people. They're taking time out of their day to make email addresses and, like, Instagram accounts and choosing dumbass pictures and stuff to put up, like, just to troll people. So, like, you have to judge people like that. Like, you really do. I judge you. Like, if you sit at home thinking about how you can make somebody else's day miserable, I judge you. So this is pretty much the desired look, like just a little curl at the very end, like it's a little bouncy kind of situation. I'm still gonna, like, I have to spray it, like, with, like, the little setting spray. It's like a little smooth kind of, like, setting spray, and, like, puff it out a little bit. But this is the look for the night. I'm just gonna throw on some eyebrows because no. And then some mascara. Like, I'm not gonna do a lot. But the eyebrow pencil that I use is from the brand, what is this brand called? Absolute. Yes, it's called Absolute New York, and I get it from my local beauty supply store. And it has a spoolie on one end, and then the pencil is on the other end, and it's like the roll-up pencil. So it's really good. It's really thin. Like, the point of the pencil is really thin. So you can draw, like, really thin strokes on your eyebrows. But yeah, this is the one that I use now. But I have my eye on a couple, like, not high-end ones, but, like, some that, like, my favorite like influencers would use. And I'm just using this little mirror right here. There is a mirror in front of me, but y'all know that I'm blind, so sometimes I can't see, like, up close to get, like, the details of my eyebrow. And plus, this is, like, the zoom-in mirror, so it's just like it's right in my face. But moving into my last con, which is actually a whole video that I have coming out, because it's something that I know I can't get away with not talking about anymore. Because, like, a lot of people are starting, not a lot of people are just starting to notice, like, I'm just so whatever, Jamilla. But, like, people are starting to ask me, like, oh, when are we getting a video, or, why are you not as active on social media like you used to? And, like, I want to address those questions with the real reason. Like, I don't want to just be like, life be lifing, and not tell y'all what part of life be lifing, but I suffer from really bad anxiety. I'll put it that way, because I'm not going to diagnose myself with anything that I don't have. This is why I am in the process of, like, trying to figure some stuff out. I'm going and talking to my doctor because some things just aren't right. But I have experienced really, like, really crazy anxiety post-op. And it started kind of early on. Like I told y'all before, I have, or maybe did I tell you that before, that I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression a couple years ago, maybe about 3 years ago. And since then, I've always overthought, every process of my life, every situation, relationship, whatever it be, whatever it is. Whatever I'm going through, I'm overthinking it. But that's something that has always been, like, really normal to me, like, overthinking stuff, going too far with that. But post-op, it's kind of weird to me because it's like I don't have, like, a control over it anymore. And, like, my thoughts and, like, my moods tend to switch faster than they used to. I'll put it that way. Now, I have been in a couple high stress situations this summer. I mean, since COVID, you know, like I was going through a lot. I was going through a breakup. I was going through moving back home. I was going through mentally and physically transforming at the same time. Going for, you know, all of my dreams and aspirations and getting stuck and, you know, figuring out myself and starting business after business and putting myself out here to this person and that brand. And I was doing a lot. So like the stress was a lot. But how I respond to stress now is scary to me. Because it's like my response is kind of like, it's just a panic, you know, like there's no problem solving, you know, Jamilla anymore. Like it's just like panic, stress, think about everything, you know, scream internally, and like not seek out any help. I don't know how to cope. Like I don't know how to get myself through those tough times. I just sink down into like a really low, dark place. And I allow myself to think anything, you know, like my thoughts are super toxic. I don't know how to get myself back into a positive mind frame, if you get what I'm saying. Like my coping skills are like off. And like before, you know, post-op, I'm pre-op, I had coping skills. I would eat, you know, like I would get upset, go out with a friend, you know, go out, drink, you know, do whatever I needed to do to get over it. But like being in a healthier, you know, living a healthier lifestyle, or just, you know, trying to live a healthier lifestyle anyway. Like I feel like I can't go, well, I know I can't go to those old vices, and I can't go back to stress eating and binge eating. And I have a problem with that now, you know, like I'm reverting. I've had nights where I've been up at all times of night. Like I've even gotten on Instagram a couple times like, y'all, why am I up right now wanting, you know, this to eat? Or why am I up right now, you know, eating this? Like I have stress eat moments, you know, like when I'm bored, I'll eat. When I'm stressed, I'll eat. Like I can't do that, you know, I can't sink back into that. So like me learning how to handle, I guess my triggers, or, you know, like what I need to do to better respond to my stress. I need to figure that out, because getting super depressed and, you know, not wanting to create and not staying on schedule and, you know, all of that is, I can't have that, you know, not with the life that I want, not for the example that I want to set for my daughter. You know, like I want her to know that even though, you know, I might be going through something, you know, I can get through it, you know, just like what I did with when I was unhappy with my weight. You know, it took me a while to do it, but like the change is not impossible, and it doesn't have to take forever. So I am in the process of working on that right now. I will also say that it's not easy for me to talk to people. You know, I can talk to my girlfriends about anything. I can go to them and talk to them. I talk to my sisters, you know, but like me going to talk to like my psych doctor is hard for me. Like I'm not an overly like, I try not to share a lot. I'm not super, you know, secretive, but, you know, I'm just private, you know, and I don't like to share so much about my life and what I struggle with, like mentally, or, you know, whatever the issue may be. I don't like to share it. And it kind of, it messes me up, because like it prevents me from getting the help that I need sometimes. And that's not good. So I need to work on that too. But it's all a learning process, honestly. I'm going to have to learn how to better serve myself the way that I am right now. You know, I can't think about how I would have gotten through something back then, because I'm not that girl anymore. I don't do those things anymore. So it's just more work that I have to put in on myself. It's a never ending journey. Like I literally thought in the beginning, like had you told me I would still be like dealing with stuff now, like this far post-op, I would have been like, what? Why? I thought I would have been happy. I thought I would have been, you know, skinny and, you know, wearing what I wanted to do. Like, child, if you only knew that like the weight loss is definitely what we go in it for, but like it's not all that you're going to get out of it. Like you're going to get to know yourself, find yourself, learn yourself. Like you're going to disappoint yourself. You're going to impress yourself. You know, you're going to make yourself proud a lot. But like, there's going to be times where you're going to have to deal with yourself in ways that you never have because you're exposing different parts of you, you know? And unless you know those different parts and you know how to handle them, you're going to be stuck sometimes. And it's okay. You know, just don't stay stuck. Just be stuck and get unstuck. I'm trying to get myself unstuck. The mascara that I'm using is from L'Oreal, and both of them are from L'Oreal. So I use two to three mascaras every time I apply mascara, because I just like I have like long eyelashes, or you know, my eyelashes are good eyelashes, I guess, naturally. So like I don't tend to use like fake lashes or get extensions, even though I do want to try extensions at one point. I just haven't done it yet. But I use L'Oreal Telescopic, and I've been using this for years. Like even when I was like obsessed with makeup back, you know, when I was obsessed with makeup, I don't know, 08, 09. And then this one is a new one that I found by L'Oreal, and it's called the Bambi Oversized Eye Mascara, and just looks like this. It has like blue fire on the outside, and it kind of just adds like the volume that I need. So like this gets it long, but like this makes it full. And then I have this Man Eater mascara from Tarte that's like absolutely done and crusty. Like I have used this into the, like, it's so gross, y'all. Like it's done, but like I still use the brush from time to time because it's good at like separating my lashes. So like I be going in on my lashes, okay? Like y'all gonna see me go through all three of them. But honestly, those are like the main cons. They are a little bit more detailed because, you know, the more like the more negative something is, the more detailed you get, because like you want to tell like why it's negative, why this could go wrong, or why you could end up like this or something. So like it's more details, but nothing that I have named to like in this video would have kept me from getting the surgery had I known about it before. I would have planned a little differently, and I probably would have gone through more therapy in the beginning, taken more visits with my psych doctor, and not just doing the ones that were required of me, because I could have benefited from them more. And another question I get a lot is, if I could go back and do it over again, like what would I change? And like I honestly wouldn't change a lot. Like I always say like, oh, what would I do differently? Like I would go back and do it sooner, like of course. But if I'm being real, like honestly, here's what I would have done different. I definitely would have done more research on the sleeve surgery, because I would have known a little bit more about like the risks of like acid reflux and like gastrointestinal like issues and stuff like that. I would have educated myself a little bit more. I definitely, post-op, I would have taken my medication. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I would have taken my medication, because now that I'm on it regularly, I don't have those issues. Like it literally could have been so simple for me from the beginning. I would have taken my medication for sure. I definitely would have stayed in with my psych doctor longer. Something I also would have done, looking back now, I would have given myself a lot more grace than I gave myself. Like I used to kill myself like in the gym, working out every day. I used to make it like it was so important. And even though it is important, it's crucial to our journeys. Like we need to be active and we need to work with our tools. We need to eat well. You know, like we have to implement all of these new ways of life into our life now, because it's essential, you know, like we need them to survive. But like, I wouldn't have been so hard on myself to work out like as much. You know, the results I got are amazing. I love them. But like, there were days where like I was honestly very tired. And I had worked out at this point 7 days a week. I was working out 7 days a week. So, you know, it was hard, you know, on my body, and I wouldn't give myself a break. And if I was complaining or, you know, attempting, I guess, to not work out, it was just like I would just have to pretty much bully myself into working out, or calling myself names, or like, you know, saying mean stuff to myself, because I felt like in the long run, you know, I needed to feel bad about where I was in order to get somewhere else. And like that was my issue, I feel, before too. Like I didn't need to feel bad about where I was. If I didn't like it, I could have just changed it. You know, I didn't have to say, you know, derogatory things about myself and like self-deprecating things, you know, calling myself out of my name or just, you know, whatever. Like, even though talking to yourself, a lot of people are just like, that's crazy, but like, that matters. You know, talking to yourself, the way that you talk to yourself, the way that you love yourself, it really matters. So like, I definitely would have talked to myself a little differently. I wouldn't have been so hard on myself because the progress I was making, I wasn't even celebrating it like I should have. Like, I wasn't, you know, giving myself the pats on the back as much as I should have. Like, oh my gosh, Jamilla, look what you've done in this month, or, you know, look what you've accomplished. Like, I wasn't saying those things to myself. I was just like, okay, you've accomplished this, next week do more. You know, like, it wasn't like, dang, you really did that, you know, go treat yourself to this or go do that, you know. And I needed a lot more of that. I should have given myself a lot more than that, than I gave myself. So those are like the only things that I would go back and change. Honestly, I wouldn't change a lot about my journey because I've learned a lot through my experiences. Like, I've learned a lot through how I had to learn. So I wouldn't change a lot. Just those things that probably would have made my life 100 times, you know, easier than it was back then. Y'all, this is pretty much it. This is pretty much all I'm going to do tonight. I was gonna do like a really light beat, but time is getting away from me because now it's like 6 something. Yeah, it's like 6:30. And it's time for me to head on out. So I am about to just put on the rest of my clothes. I'm wearing this shirt from 3 Boutique. And if you don't know what 3 Boutique is, I'll leave it in the bio. It is a business that I started with my 2 sisters, and it's a ready-to-wear boutique, but our pieces are, you know, signature to us. And it is 3 of us, just us 3 girls, sisters 3. I called us the charm ones. So we made something that was, you know, representing us, and then something that I think that y'all would like too. So look out for these shirts, they're coming soon. And I'm just about to pair this with a blazer and some patent leather, like faux leather leggings to go with the logo on the shirt. Spray me some floral violet, okay? My neighbors are always hating on me. Y'all know this. Y'all know this. So I just went ahead and put on my little patent leather. Where are these patent leather? These are like faux leather leggings that I'm putting on. Hip bone. But yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. And I'm just gonna throw a blazer on top of this and probably wear some sneakers, something simple. Maybe I'll just put like my Vans on or something. I'm not really feeling fancy tonight. It's just gonna be very simple. Very, very simple. Go ahead and spray that right there. Another little squirt right there. So that's all you need. That's all you need. Just get the hot spots. Get the hot spots. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. Oh my gosh. But y'all, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry it took forever, but I'm going to post a video about like my life update and a little bit about what I've been going through. Hopefully this weekend I'll be posting that, so be on the lookout for that. Thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, okay? We're on the road to 3K and beyond. I love y'all. See y'all in the next one.